Am I the only one hoping for Hondo to show up? Hey everyone, Jeremy here. Today I'm about to watch the Book of Boba Fett. Chapter 2? I can't remember if I think it's chapters in this too. I'll know this week. Last week was a good setup. It was such a good setup. Getting an idea of what it's going to be like for Boba to try to rule through respect, and also getting a snapshot of his backstory, which I'm really thrilled with because it is taking in certain things from Legends and incorporating them into, you know, the canon. So it really fits right now, and I really like that we're getting to see what happened over those 5 years while he was gone. So I have a feeling we're going to see more Tusken Raiders this week and track down that assassin from last week, which I don't think is the mayor anymore. Or I thought it was last week, but I think the mayor is going to be a different villain. I think this is going to be someone else that wants Boba's power, which I think is just going to be coming from all sides at this point. I think the whole series is going to be him trying to hold on to power. And I'm here for it. Okay, you guys really need to invest in a speeder.
Assassin for hire.
Very expensive.
Overpriced.
Huh?
Paying for the name.
Their reputation is legendary.
Perhaps he fears the Rancor.
Is there a Rancor down there?
I was sent by the mayor! The mayor sent me!
It is the mayor.
It's empty.
I was like,
Assassin of the Night Wind.
I thought Bib probably got a new Rancor or something, but no.
Pardon the lack of pomp for your entrance. However, I did not see your litter arrive. Nevertheless, we are both honored and delighted by your serendipitous visit. Terribly sorry, Your Eminence.
Who is this who enters unannounced?
You know damn well who.
It is the new Daimyo Boba Fett, Your Excellence.
The Order of the Night Wind are not allowed to operate outside of hut space. Thank you for turning him in.
Huh.
Give this man his reward. Before you threaten me, you should ask yourself, who really sent the Night Wind? I have no motive. As you said, I serve at your pleasure. Go to Garza's sanctuary. You'll see what I speak of.
Okay, I'm just riveted right now. It wasn't the mayor. I believe it. The Star Tours droid, forgot his name. And Max. I love this place. I want to go there.
You haven't heard. The twins have laid claim to their late cousin's bequest.
The twins are preoccupied with the debauchery of Hutta.
Huts. Oh boy. Should have known. Oh my goodness.
You can bring as many gladiators as you wish, but these are not the deathbeds of Dur, and I am not a sleeping Trandoshan guard. Your sister is right. If you want it, you'll have to kill me for it.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
They're huts. We would have to get permission if you want to kill them.
Him learning to fight. Love it. This is how he got so good with the gaffy stick. The train. This recontextualizes the Tuscans.
I will stop them. I will take rifle and stick. Be back by morning.
What? Put the gun on the guy. Oh. And he's done.
Okay, who wants to go first? Sit.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Ah, so close. He ran over him.
Train goes faster than this.
There it is. Wow. Oh. Is that a pike? Oh. Nice. Yeah, those are... I don't know if the species is named pike as well, but I was literally just watching the Mandalore plot. Clone Wars with them. Okay, I'm loving this warrior. He is awesome. Yeah, I figured weapons, drugs.
Are you carrying spice?
What does spice look like?
Like that. This is not looking good for you. Now go back to your syndicate and present these terms. Your lives are a gesture of our civility.
I will let it guide me.
Oh! Oh no!
I'm sorry.
Camino again. Is his vision saying he needs to go back to Camino? I'm all for that. Wow. This is where he got the black robes that he's wearing. I didn't realize they were ceremonial. They're gonna make his gaffy stick out of that. Another great episode. I have a completely new respect for the Tuscans. I had no idea that they would go this route. None of us did. But the fact that we're getting this look into the Tuscans' lives, that we're getting to see why they operate the way they operate. They aren't just mindless beasts. They actually are, they're tribesmen. They're tribes people, however you want to say it. They're indigenous and have their own culture and have their own wants and needs. It completely changes my perception of them and kind of makes me feel bad for how they've been treated in the past. Though it seems like one of those things where it's cyclical. They have a reputation for attacking, so they get attacked. But because they know they're going to get attacked, sometimes, a lot of the time, they'll go ahead and attack someone. So it's this thing where they've become exactly what society has almost made them into. And that's the way I'm taking it. It was, no, we didn't ever want to fight anybody, but they kept encroaching on our territory, so we'd attack them. Then, every time they showed up in our territory, even if we weren't going to attack, they attacked us. So, instead, now we just attack every time we see someone. You know, and then, same for society. Oh, there's a Tuscan, we got to attack it. I think that is exactly the way this evolved, especially. Tatooine used to have an ocean. Tatooine used to have an ocean. They said it in this episode. The oceans dried. That is fascinating. That is something I did not know. I always just figured that Tatooine was just a desert planet. But no, and the Tuscans are that old. The Tuscans are that old that they remember back when there were oceans on Tatooine. That is so cool. Again, this just added so much to the Tuscan people that I'm really, really invested in them now. And that warrior in black and red, I love that character. I love that character. I hope even once Boba leaves, we see them return, because that is such a cool character. I don't know, you know, we don't hear them speak. We only get to see their actions, but there is something about them that is just freaking cool. I really want to see more of them. Okay, and changing the subject, that was Black Crescenton, right? I don't even know how to say that name properly. I don't think I've ever heard it said aloud, but that is who that was, that bounty hunter. I didn't see this. It threw me off, though, because it looks identical, except there's no scar on the eye, like I think there is in the comics. So I guess it's possible that it's under the fur. I mean, it really could just be under the fur, or maybe he backed it away, but it has to be. It's identical, so that was awesome. That was so cool to see in the episode. And the huts. The present day stuff was awesome too. I got hooked on the Tuscan stuff there at the end, but the huts, that is such a cool... I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting the huts yet. I just really wasn't. I was expecting other bounty hunters that may be familiar faces, which we got one, but you know, someone else outside of lore to come for them, you know, so, like the mayor. But all of that I loved. The mayor, again, it was a shell game. I at first thought it was the mayor, then I talked myself out of it, thinking no, it's probably another player. Didn't know it was said, yes, it is the mayor. And then it's, no, it's not again. So it's just a complete shell game. So I'm assuming it was the Hutts. Since they showed up at Tatooine, I'm believing they're the ones that hired the assassins. They even said they aren't allowed to operate outside of Nal Hutta. Well, under contract from the Hutts, maybe they can. It is curious on why they didn't come for Bib Fortuna. Why didn't they come for Bib? He's been there a lot longer than Boba has. Is it because they just let it go for the longest time, but once they heard Boba took over, they thought this was the opportune time to strike, that, you know, oh, this guy's weak, he's just starting out, we'll go in now and take over. That has to be the reason. Also, Boba really needs to get some guys. I mean, he's got the Gamorreans, he's got Finnick, but no, seriously, these gangsters are showing up with entire armies, and it's just those like 5 right now. You know, 4. You kind of need some backup there, Boba. You're great, but you can't take on an army by yourself. That's where my prediction comes in, that warrior, or at least I'm kind of hoping this, that warrior may join him at the palace, maybe come to be his other hand, so to speak. You know, if Phoenix is right, that'll be his left. And maybe the Tuscans could well, they wouldn't want to leave their ancestral land. But I was sitting there thinking, well, could the Tuscans move in like right next door to Jabba's palace and then, you know, almost act like guards to the entire area? Still a possibility. I don't know where Jabba's palace is compared to where they were in this episode. So still a possibility. And we keep seeing Camino in his flashbacks, so I really think we're going to go there eventually. Either we're going there or something tied to Camino is going to have to happen. I just have this feeling that something to do with Camino is going to happen in this season, and I cannot wait to see it. It's one of those things where the old adage, when you introduce a gun in the first act, it better go off by the third, sort of a thing. So I'm really, really thinking that's kind of what we're looking at here. Anyway, that's just a theory. All right. What did you guys think of this episode? Leave your comments below. Were you ecstatic to see Black Crescenton? Where are you surprised the Hutts showed up? Did you get fooled like I did by the shell game of who tried to kill Fett and it kept going back and forth? And do you, like me, feel really, really bad about that scene from episode 2 where Anakin killed so many Tuskens? Now that this has been recontextualized. Ooh. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe to see more content like this, as well as it helps out the channel immensely and just gets more eyes on us and lets me make more content for you guys. All right, and before I go, I truly hope whatever you're getting up to today, it's as great as you are. Thank you for watching.